major spoilers for Arknights DN. I'm saying this right off the bat. Do not keep watching if you do not want to hear info about the next Arknights collab event. With that out of the way, Persona 3 spoilers ahead. Yeah, there's also that. I'll be talking about all the party members in P3, which means spoiling who does and doesn't join you. There's also spoilers on the names and the abilities of some personas. So I just want to talk about the potential P3 operators, like what classes and such they would be. This is mostly like a yapping thing, and I'm not thinking too deeply. So if you have other ideas, please do tell me in the comments. Firstly, P3 MC. I can honestly see him being like a Lord Guard, though that does make for another collab Lord. If not that, maybe Arts Fighter. I also think it'd be cool if he uses different personas for each skill. Like S1 is Orpheus, S2 is Thanatos, and S3 is Messiah. Each one could have like a different like specialty. Fire or arts damage for Orpheus or burn. Debuffs and status infliction with Thanatos, and like maybe true damage with Messiah. You know, like Megadoline. Also, unfortunately, a lot of the members are melee fighters, so there might be a lot of guards here. Like Junpei, that I can see being a Crusher. He has to have high physical damage because he's the physical damage dealer. And Crusher just seems fitting. We have like the high HP, the big swords, which is, you know, that's what he does essentially. Bonus points if he does have a crit mechanic though, because in Reload he's a crit machine. If not a guard, I think he could be the designated defender of the group. He's beefy. He has some self-healing / regen. Maybe not a Guardian because I don't think he'll be healing others, but something with self-sustain. And on that note, the Crusher's X module has healing effectiveness, so, you know, maybe. And one last possibility is like Swordmaster. His skills would be like Vorpal Blade and Deathbound, or whatever the highest tier of physical AoE skills are nowadays. Yukari is like clearly like a sniper here, right? Of any variety. At least that's the simple answer, but she's also like the early dedicated healer. So Incantation Medic, maybe? Or other medic types, perhaps, but... And here's a twist. What if she's a caster with focus on shifting? Sort of like Mint, you know? Because she has wind spells, the Garu family of spells. I guess it could be a bit of both. Maybe like a shifting wind spells that also heals allies. I can also imagine being maybe an alchemist. Something like throwing out a persistent Garudyne that hits enemies and knocks them around. Okay, second spoiler warning. This is now when I discuss members that join outside of that initial party. You know, like the party that's in the cover art. Akihiko can be a fighter. Yeah, that's like pretty clear cut. But what about an executor specialist? Like a fast redeploy and his punches deal damage and some debuffs? Or maybe like some lightning effects and, you know, stuff like that. If you do the lightning, maybe some paralysis, even though it's not quite the same as the shocked status in Persona. I think shocked is a guaranteed crit on the target if it has shock. A Vanguard won't be too weird for him either, I think. I believe he's one of the faster members, stat-wise, so like maybe Pioneer, maybe. Motorcycles at 10 PM. Mitsuru would be a caster. Even with her rapier, she's kind of like a mage here. I believe she's either like the highest or second highest magic stat on the party members. And of course, we should probably make a Marin Karen reference in there somewhere. I can also imagine her being an instructor guard, like with Artemisia's whip being like Whistlash's sword whip. The rapier being like a finesse type weapon. Could see that being a swordmaster thing, you know, the dual hits and all that. Sort of like Bibik. And she has the Bufu line, so freeze is probably also possible. Now, Fuuka, if playable, should probably be a bard. She's the only Cease member that doesn't fight directly because she's our navigator and all. So I imagine her being a bard that when her skill is up, like Juno is like enveloping her. And then other than healing, there's probably buffs. Do like an oracle reference where it's a random set of beneficial effects. Give it a little bit of RNG, you know, a pizzazz. I can't really think of something else like the non-incantation medics. Maybe even an abjurer, maybe? I'm not sure about that one. She would like definitely be a non-combatant. Aigis could be either a high ground or a low ground operator, honestly. I can see her being a guard or a specialist. Maybe defender even, really. But also like artilleryman, like big shoot, big cannon. Maybe little shoot with their machine guns, like a marksman. I can also see a besieger, like with a big Athena spear, like chucking him out there. And it's unlikely that she'll be wildcard here because presumably this is within the journey, not the answer. That's also a spoiler, I guess. Koromaru is confirmed, and I can see him being a specialist as a fast redeploy. He do be fast. He's a fast boy. Probably with some like dodge or maybe dart insta kills, like an execute like Logos on low health enemies. Though he is the 1-star, so maybe he's not gonna be all that powerful because you know he's the 1-star. Okay, seriously though, mega ultra spoilers now. This is where I draw the line. That like another spoiler warning. So Ken, I can see being the Vanguard here, mostly because of the spear, right? So like a charger. And maybe something with his light insta-kills. Again, like an execute on low health enemies. Or maybe he can just do increased damage to lower health enemies. Because he has like Cruel Attack and Vile Assault. That's the extra damage on enemies that are downed. And maybe he has some lightning. So that could be like AoE. Or it could be he could use like lightning speed. And like stab a bunch of times real fast. As like AoE as a charger. And finally, because we're not talking about Metis. Probably Shinji, Big Axe, Earthshaker, that seems a-okay to me. Juggernaut Defender, also possible because it's between him and Junpei as the tank because they're like the high physical damage, high HP. I think they have high HP. And last possibility is probably a Centurion Guard, like big old AoE swings and slams. Think Gavial Altar. Lots of guards, huh? And just like as a follow-up, I do expect their personas to be visible during skill activation. And if I had to pick which ones, I think it'd be the first three, MC, Yukari, Junpei, plus Koromaru, because he's already revealed, and Fuuka. That's 5 in total, and I don't know how many there'll be there, but there's no way it'll be like all of them, right? But I think that's a good spread. Like flexible arts damage, like multi-use MC, tanky physical damage Junpei, arts damage healing Yukari, then buffs and possibly healing with Fuuka. And Koromaru is there because he's cute and he's doing his best. He's like broken in Persona Q, I think. I remember that. I think Ken, Naoto, and Koromaru are like really good because their insta-kills were good. I'm just rambling now. That's it. This is just gonna be mostly a yap video. But I just wanted to talk about it because Arknights is my favorite game right now. Persona 3 is probably my favorite game of all time. It's one of those changed my life kind of things. Way back when, I don't even know what year I played it. It was really late. And I played P3P. So see you on, I believe it's August 28th when CN drops the trailer or teaser, trailer I think, for the Persona 3 collab in Arknights. And then we'll see if I can call at least even any. Let's see if I can get anything right at all here. I doubt it. I doubt it'll be right at all, but we'll see. Video's over now, but just here for a moment to tell you that we're now monetized via donations. Super thanks are available down below if you want to help me out economically, and even if you don't, thanks for watching and see you next time.